This seemingly ordinary bug-type Pokemon may not immediately capture the hearts or even interests of Pokemon trainers. However, upon evolution, it becomes one of the fastest mons to grace the Pokemon world. But wait, what else was born during this evolution process, and what mysterious ability was created as a result? This is the Ninja Pokémon Ninjask. Now, I really wasn't joking about Nincada. There isn't much to say about it. To be honest, it does give me flashes of a lot of people in this day and age. It hates sunlight, so it'll hide away in darkness, isolating from the external world, staying to itself and not interacting with other people. Now, its claws are used to aid it while it digs and builds underground nests near the roots of trees in tropical and temperate forests, giving it direct access to the nutrients and moisture within the roots themselves. Now, like what I mentioned, Nincada really do despise sunlight, and as a result, they've become almost entirely blind because they spend most of their lives underground, which could span over a decade. So, to adapt, they will use their antenna to see. Now, what I find kind of comical here is that their primary ability is compound eyes. This improves their accuracy by 30%, but they're blind. So that antenna must be absolutely beastly. Nincada are unique in their typing as they are a bug and ground type, which makes sense because they do spend most of their lives underground and they are based on a burrowing cicada nymph. And I will say, while the design is simple, it does represent the cicadas and bugs in general very well. And what I mean by that is that I do get like the jitters and shakes when I look at this mon, similar to when I look at other creepy crawlies like spiders and centipedes. Additionally, this Pokemon is based on a trainee ninja. I mean, it is known as the trainee Pokemon, and that's better explained when we witness its evolved form. Drastic changes come with Nincada's evolution at level 20. Ninjask, the flying bug-type Pokemon, commonly known as the fastest non-legendary Pokemon, with the base stat being 160 and only being surpassed in speed by Deoxys speed form, which is 180, and Regieleki, which its speed stat is at 200. Because of this blinding speed, it's actually not uncommon to be completely oblivious to the presence of this Pokemon. In the past, many believed this Pokemon was invisible because how fast they were able to move, and there were only really two ways to realize it was around you. The first being this really intense buzzing noise that is created from the wings while flying. Additionally, you'd be able to feel the gusts of wind when it passes you by. It is notoriously known to be an absolute chore to train. They will commonly disobey the orders of their trainers they deem unworthy and will even annoy them by emitting an incessantly loud buzzing noise, which can lead to terrible headaches after long exposure to the sound. Have you ever heard of cicadas where you live? With that buzzing noise in the background all across your neighborhood? Imagine that magnified exponentially. Now, if you want to add this speed demon as a team member, you must first prove yourself. You must demonstrate strength, dexterity, and agility. And upon earning the respect of this Pokemon, you will be blessed with a Pokemon that is able to dodge virtually every attack that comes their way due to their speed and due to their agility. Further strengthened by its ability Speed Boost, which raises its speed stat by 1 stage every turn. The only time you'll ever see this Pokemon stationary or in one spot is when they all congregate around a tree, feeding on their favorite snack, tree sap. You might think that Ninjask is the only Pokemon that emerges as part of Nincada's evolution. However, you'd be wrong. If you have an extra slot in your party and an ordinary Pokeball, or in the earlier generations, a Pokeball that matches the Pokeball of Nincada, you will be blessed with the unique mysterious and disturbing Pokemon Shedinja. Technically speaking, Shedinja is created from the leftover husk of Nincada as it evolves into Ninjask, meaning a lifeless sack of Pokemon flesh is reanimated and becomes an actual Pokemon. But a Pokemon that doesn't move. It has wings that don't flap, making no apparent bodily movements even when it moves around. It has no organs, no blood. It doesn't breathe. It is just a possessed, hollow husk of a bug Pokemon with insides as dark as a pitch black cave, making the typing, bug and ghost, quite appropriate. It is said that if you gazed into the cracks spread across its back, that it will result in your spirit being stolen. That's right, this thing is a dirty soul-sucking sack of evil ghost bug. No matter how long you train Shedinja, its HP stat always remains at 1, meaning its incredibly hard and durable shell means nothing. This is the only Pokemon with the ability Wonder Guard, meaning it takes no damage from attacking moves unless it is a super effective hit. However, it is susceptible to Stealth Rock, it's susceptible to Sandstorm or Hail in earlier generations, so if your Pokemon is able to set these things up, Shedinja is going to faint immediately. Now, Shedinja is based on a shed cicada exoskeleton. It's common knowledge that cicadas go through metamorphosis, allowing them to transition into adulthood, and as a result, they have a shed husk. And that's also what might inspire Shedinja. Additionally, there is a fabled ninjutsu technique that it is based off of, and this ninja technique uses a dummy or a replica of themselves in order to evade and escape from threats. Now, if you ever watched Naruto, you are very familiar with this technique, the substitution jutsu, but it's known as the Utsusemi. It can be based on a guardian angel due to the wings, the halo-like object floating above its head, and its Wonder Guard ability. The name Shedinja is derived from Shed and Ninja. Now, Ninjask is based on an adult cicada. The colors will resemble a bush cicada. Its species name implies that it may also be based on a ninja, right? It has the name Ninjask. It's super quick, has the natural ability to learn Double Team, a common ninja technique in Japanese media. It has various cutting attacks, and this combination is further inspired by stories of ninjas using cicadas to mask their sound, that humming noise. And again, it's a reference to the technique Utsusemi, where it uses decoys to misdirect opponents. The name Ninjask is a combination of ninja and mask. And that is the Pokemon and the entire evolution line of Nincada, Ninjask, and Shedinja. Now, I'll be honest, I don't care for Nincada. Ninjask is awesome. Shedinja I always thought was so sick. I've never used them. However, I do love their designs. I like how creepy they are in terms of their bug design. Like, they really do feel like bug type Pokemon. So I think their designs are just spot on. And overall, I'm happy with this entire evolution line. I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you like these type of videos, please check out some of our other lore and fact videos. Also, check out some of our other Pokemon videos. Thank you so much for all the support and for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.